Hello and welcome. This is Pink Girl Teaches and this is Love Recovery. If this is your first time joining me, well, thank you. Welcome and I appreciate you. If you find anything that I have to say interesting, I invite you to subscribe to my channel as well as share it with somebody whom you think it could be helpful to, whether that's yourself, somebody you know, whomever. If you're joining me again, well, it's nice to see you again. Welcome. So listen, I'm answering another question that I got from my DM. I have so many questions to get through, but keep sending them. I enjoy, seeing what you're facing as well as some of your concerns are. And where possible, I do want to help you in your recovery process because I know what it's like to be at some point, at some stage of the recovery process from narcissistic abuse and really just want answers as well as hear what other people's experiences are. So today's question is, how does a narcissist react when you stop chasing them? This is so interesting because, they present like a paradox, if you will. What they really do initially is wait. They will wait and they will wait patiently, which is crazy because we know that the narcissist is so self-focused, so self-centered, so egotistical that they will, they want things when they want it. They want your attention now. They want your affection now. They just want whatever it is, that they want immediately. So, when it suits them, they know how to be patient, which is crazy. So they will wait for you patiently. And the reason why they do this is because history has taught them that the supply will come back. And this happens because, after the discard happens, no matter whether you discard them or they discard you, what tends to happen is that you want to know, you want closure. You want to know, how could they do this to you? Was anything real? How, how is this possible? Like, didn't you feel anything? At least those were the questions that I had. Those were the things that I want answered. But thankfully, I never chased him. I just feel like, I had come to a point where I was like, the disrespect has been so much and I ended things. But, here's a twist. That was like at the end. And, when you're in the relationship with the narcissist, it goes through the cycle, right? There's the love bombing, or what is known as the idealization phase. And then you have the devaluation. Now, the narc that I was with, he would play his disappearing acts. And sometimes it would be just because something simple offended him and I wouldn't even be aware of it. Like, he may, it could have been something that you're not even aware of it yourself. It's like crazy. You may not say hi to them the way that they want you to say hi. You may look at them a certain way. You may ask them a normal question like, hey, what time are you coming home tonight? And they're like, when I get home. And you're like, yeah, but what time? And they're like, why do you want to know? And you're like, oh, because I want to have dinner ready. Something that normal people ask and don't take offense to. But because they're guilty and because they think that you're about dirt just like them, they get mad. They get upset. Like, who are you to question me? Like, I am your God. And you got to understand, these people really think and feel like they're our God. Like, no. You are nobody's God. You are not even in control of your own life, let alone mine. Like, forget that. And so, he used to just take off. And, when it would be like that, like, he would disappear for a few days. And I'll be like calling him like, hey, what's up? And I wish I would have done that. But what did I know? I didn't know. But a lot of the times when they're silent, or especially in my case, when he was silent, guess what? He was love bombing, or he was somewhere else because this person had multiple partners. He had multiple supply sources, as well as his harem was on and popping. So, he was doing those other things. And the reason why for me, like when I discarded him and I was like, I'm done, is because I found out. I didn't know about those things. I didn't know about those people. I knew nothing about narcissistic abuse, but I was experiencing it. So once I was like, wait, what? I'm not the only one? Wait, what? I was out, and there was nothing that he could say. And he was patient. He waited months. And when you don't respond the way that they think, it kind of triggers them. They want to know why. And so this is where they begin to hoover you. They begin to stalk you. They begin to recruit their flying monkeys and their current partners, their people from their harem or whatever, to try to see what's going on. Where is she? What's going on in her life? They begin to stalk you. So if you're somebody who has a public profile, maybe it's a good time to make it private, or, block them, block people that you know, so that you deny them that access. But I want to warn you that this is it's going to make them obsess over you. Now, this is not what we want. We want them to forget about us and move on. Go harass somebody else, go help, get help, do something, but leave us alone, because we're done. We don't want to deal with this foolishness anymore. And so, they'll do a lot of things to provoke you into chasing them. And what happens, again, this is about control with a narcissist. It's all about power and control. They want that control over you. They want to issue another injury to you. They want to discard you again, because that makes them feel good. And because you didn't chase them, like, how dare you think you can live without me? First of all, you crazy narcissist, we were good before you and we'll be good after you. So yeah, it hurts them. It's a narcissistic injury when you don't chase after them. And so I just encourage you, like, even when they begin to obsess about you, like, I know that crazy narc, he talks, like his current girlfriend, his forever supply, she reaches out, she tries to say stuff to me, but, like, no, just ignore all of them. Block, 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 block. Let your game block, your block game, should I say. Be strong and be confident in knowing that you deserve better, even if you don't feel like it in this moment. Be very confident and assured that you deserve better, because I'm here to tell you that you do deserve better. You don't deserve somebody to misuse you, abuse you, try to take advantage of you, and manipulate you. No, this is not what you were created for. You were created for a purpose, and we got to see your purpose come through, so don't, resist the need to get closure from the narcissist, because they're not able to do that. Closure is going to be the gift that you give yourself. And I've said this before, but for me personally, closure didn't come until I said, okay, this is what it was. It was not what you thought it was. You were not in a normal relationship. He didn't even care about you. You don't treat somebody that you care about that way. And, you don't also, because narcissists, they study us. They want to know what it is that we want in life. And so once they get that, then they know what role to play. He played the role to a T. To a T. Showing up at parent-teacher conferences, picking up kids, being, that person. But how do you do that and hurt innocent people? Like, it's one thing to hurt me, but to take it to that next level, because of course they don't just form relationships with you. They form relationships with your inner circle, your children, your family. So be very careful about that. Don't ignore the red flags. And one thing that they love to do is move things along fast. And there's a reason why. They want to lock you down as soon as possible, because they don't want to waste time. And this is where their impatience highlights itself, because they want to know that they have you on board and that everything is going to be the way that they want it to be. So again, it drives them crazy, but resist the urge to get closure, resist the urge to chase them. Closure is the gift you give yourself. Begin to just accept things for what they are and look at you, self-reflect, figure out, what is it about me that caused me to do this or caused me to be this way. And once you figure what's missing, or what you're lacking in your own personal constitution, I'm telling you, you will see a difference. And you want to do this. You want to make these changes so that you can have the right person come into your life, so that you can attract what you deserve. Because let me tell you what, if you don't know, you deserve so much more than a crazy person. You deserve so much more than somebody who lives in fantasy land and wants to bring you nothing but stress and drama. You deserve goodness, wholesomeness. You deserve somebody who can communicate well, somebody who cares about you, who will go out of their way to see you smile. Like, there's so much better. There's so much more on the other side of this narcissistic confusion, and you just have to continue working your way through it. So I just want to thank you for spending time with me. This is Pink Girl Teaches, and has been the recovery room. So like always, take care of yourself and take care of each other. See you next time.